Well, hi guys, John, the firearms instructor. Today's Tuesday, so I got a tactical tip Tuesday for you. And it's all about the trigger finger. It's about what to use on the trigger finger to make you more proficient. You want to think, guys, really about using the tip of your finger to engage the trigger. Don't use the crease. The more crease you put into the gun, the more likely you're going to pull the trigger versus press the trigger. You know, a lot of people ask all the time, what's the difference between a pull and a press? And I will give you my little idea. A pull is when you are jerking the trigger. A press is when you're slowly engaging it until the weapon fires. If you kind of think about it, there's a thing called trigger travel, and we need to get all the slack out of that trigger before the weapon cuts. And there are certain pistols that have less trigger travel. There are some pistols that have a lot of trigger travel. But if you're using the tip of your finger to engage the trigger, this is going to help us tremendously. And remember, if you can put your finger in somewhat of a, using the tip of your finger, you'll be gapping at the weapon itself, and you won't get so much of this piece of your skin here, this right here, this piece here touching the gun and making it go to the left. Reason why most people shoot a gun low and left is because you are pulling the trigger and anticipating the shot at the same time, which causes low and left. More than likely, most people who are right-handed will shoot high and right or low and right because they're over-torquing with their dominant hand. If you take a pistol, you can prove it to yourself, and squeeze really hard with your dominant hand, that gun's going to curve off to the right. And same thing if you do it with the left hand, it's going to curve off the left. When you put the grip together, the 60-40 grip, these three fingers are holding onto the pistol on this side, and these four fingers are holding on the pistol on that side, and your thumbs are along the ride for the ride, you'll understand a proper grip. So this week's tip, I'm going to give it to you. When you go to the range, I want you to try it. I want you to give yourself a cadence count. Maybe 1, 2, 3. And in the midst of all that, I want you to begin to start slowly engaging the trigger. I do this drill a lot with students that are getting too rambunctious. That's a good word. When they're pulling the trigger versus pressing the trigger. So 1 is actually putting your finger on the trigger. 2 is applying pressure. 3 is the weapon cutting. This right here will give you more accuracy than anything else when you're keeping the weapon level. Think about if I pull the trigger, I'm dumping that front post down, which is going to cause the bullet to go down. These little things add up to a big thing. Practice slow trigger engagement. If you're at home, you want to dry fire and not shoot a bunch of ammo, just slowly get that slack out of the trigger until it fires. You'll understand how much travel you need to do to get that gun back to a certain point, which is going to be the best for you, and it'll keep the gun level. You'll find that your groups will get tighter and tighter and tighter the more you press the trigger versus pull the trigger. If you try this and it works out for you, comment below. Let us know if you like what we're doing, and you are. Please don't forget to hit the bell icon, the like and subscribe button. We have a large amount of subscribers, but we have a lot of viewers that don't subscribe, and it doesn't cost you anything just to hit the bell icon, the like, and the subscribe button. And every time we upload a video just like this one, you'll be the first to know. And if you get the opportunity, tell a friend or a family member about us. And don't forget to hit up our sponsors below that support our family. There's some links in our descriptions. to help you get some stuff. And I do have that book down below too, that free book. You can go ahead and click as well. Until next time, God bless, be safe, and remember, you are your first line defense. I love you guys.